So sit up nice and tall. And take your palms to face down on your thighs. Close your eyes. And take a moment, just plug your shoulders up to your ears, then roll them down your back. Tuck your chin ever so slightly into your chest, just so that the back of your neck gets really long. Good. And now take your tongue to the back of your two front teeth. Open your mouth and start to breathe in and out like you're fogging up a car window. In and out through your mouth like you're trying to fog up a car window. Lift your head back upright. Push your skull back and keep breathing like that in and out through your mouth like you're fogging up a car window. And now close your mouth, keep your tongue behind your two front teeth, and breathe that breath through your nostrils. So this is called alternate nostril breathing. Ujjayi breath. There's a little constriction that happens in the base of your throat here. And you'll hear a sound. It's almost like a oceanic wave-like sound. Ujjayi breath. Sit in silence and stillness. And just breathe this breath. Let this breath breathe you. As you align with our intention of not working yourself to the bone. Of finding balance between all of the things that give you joy, security, peace, and play. Release that Ujjayi breath. We'll come back to it later. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, rotate towards your right. Take your hands down towards the floor. Push your hands into the floor. Lift through the crown of your head and look back behind you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look towards your hands. Exhale, rotate to the other side. Your palms will frame that bent knee. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head. Exhale, look back behind you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Stretch them back this time. A little back bend. Exhale, rotate. Come into that twist. Let your gaze be the last thing to look back behind you. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, rotate to the other side. Good. Inhale back through center. Take your arms up and then push your palms down. Keep your fingers facing up. Draw your fingers in towards your face or towards your ears. So you push through your palms. Good. And now take your hands, face your hands down. Make fists and hug your fists in towards your armpits. This should be a pretty nice stretch here. Take your right hand down to the floor. Release that fisted left arm. Stretch it up and over. Look down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sweep your arms back up. Look up. And exhale. Switch over to the other side. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift your arms up. This time, interlace your hands. Turn your palms to face up and push like you're trying to push open through the ceiling of your house. Drop your shoulder blades down. Look down. Push up. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take your hands out to the side and just shake your arms, shake your wrists. Good. And now start to think about that Ujjayi breath as you return or come back down onto all fours. So come onto all fours, stack up your joints. Take your tongue behind your two front teeth. Close your mouth. Ujjayi breath in and out through your nose. Inhale, drop your belly, loop your shoulders back, lift your gaze. Exhale, round into your upper back, look towards your tummy. Inhale, come into this big back bend, spinal extension. And exhale, push your palms down, round into your upper back. Can you do 3 more? Really, the focus is simply to fuse the movement with your breath. You'll notice if your breath is really fast, often that's stressed breath, if you're moving really fast. If your breath is really slow, you might be feeling a little more relaxed or chill today. Good, and the next time you come through neutral, stay there. Imprint your left hand into the floor and stretch your right arm forward. Zip up through the midline of your body, kick your left leg back. Pull your belly in, draw your tailbone down, look towards your right thumb. Inhale, lift your thumb and lift your heel. Exhale, round into your upper back, tap your knee to your elbow. Inhale to open and extend. Exhale to close. 3 more. Ujjayi breath. Move at your own pace. When you finished those 3 cycles, come back to all fours. Dump your belly, pin your shoulders back, lift your gaze. And now exhale, round into your upper back. Return to your neutral spine. Imprint your right hand as you stretch your right leg back. Take your left arm forward. Lift your heel and your thumb. Pull your belly in. Come through center. And extend. There's 5 pulsations here. Move with your breath. When you finish those 5 repetitions, take your knees nice and wide and drop your bum down towards your heels. Place your left hand to the center of your mat and just sweep your right arm under. Walk your left hand forward and maybe walk your left hand over to the right side of your yoga mat. 5 breaths here. Unravel that left arm. Take your right arm all the way up. Listen carefully. Lift up onto your knees. Take your right leg and stretch your right leg out towards the side. Right leg comes out towards the side and then stand up. So I'll turn lateral so you can see you're in gate pose. Take that left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm up and over. Good. Push your pubic bone forward. Turn this into a subtle back bend. Inhale here. And exhale, release back down through center. Return your knees wide on your yoga mat. Place your right hand in the middle and then take your left arm under. So you find this twisted child's pose on the other side. You can walk your right fingers up and over your right ear. You could even grab onto your right shoulder blade with your left hand. Starting to really contort your body here. 5 breaths. And now release your left hand and then your right hand. Lift yourself up. And this time send your left leg out towards the side. Place your right hand on the floor. Reach up and over. Find that big side body stretch. Return your body back to neutral and climb right onto all fours. Flex both feet. Plug into your belly and pull your knees just a few inches away from the floor. Can you drive your shoulder blades back? Puff between your shoulder blades and look forward. Then really slowly extend your hips high for your downward facing dog shape. Bend into both knees when you get here. Start to really stretch out the hamstrings and all the tissues around your hamstrings. And walk your feet just a few inches closer towards your hands today than you usually would. Take your right hand firm on the floor and begin to walk your left hand under your body. Catch the outside edge of your right calf and look under your right armpit. You're in a twisted downward dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release that hand and try that same exploration on the opposite side. Twisting your downward facing dog. Really good. Release your hands back to the floor and step to the top of your yoga mat. Press your hands into your shins, lift your heart halfway, and now exhale, fold forward. Step your feet wide if they're quite close. Interlace your hands behind your head so you're pulling on the back of your skull. You could always bend your knees here. And then you'll even twist your dangling pose. So start to shift your weight over towards the right, back through center, shift your weight over towards the left. Maybe drop your hands to the floor and really walk your hands over towards the right. Walk your hands over towards the left. And now return your hands back through center, place them onto your thighs, and climb all the way up to stand. When you arrive in standing, keep your right hand down the side of your body and really push that right hand down the side of your body. Take your left arm, stretch your left arm up and over. So you're creating this C curve with your spine. Look down, pull your belly button in, squeeze your glutes together and push your hip away. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, release back through center. You can keep everything really rolled in here as you shift your weight over to the other side and try that stretch on the opposite side. Lots of lateral side body work. And dip a little bit deeper and then curl back in through center. As you come upright, bring your shoulders with you and take 3 big shoulder rolls in each direction. Don't rush through the stretches. Let them be really, really slow and gradual in your body. And take your feet to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward to the floor. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back into a high plank pose and hold here. Hold here. Good. Pull your belly button into your spine, look forward, lift your left leg up off the floor, and then just open it towards the left and pull it back in. Open towards the left and pull it back in. We're doing this for 5. You'll feel it on your glutes and your legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left foot down, push your bum up, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a big sigh out. Inhale, float your weight forward, lift up your right leg, and it's that same work. You're just opening and closing your right leg. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right leg, bend your elbows nice and slow, come all the way to the floor. Turn the tops of your feet onto the floor. Walk your hands back towards your side ribs. Loop your shoulder blades back. Plug your elbows in towards one another. They look like little chicken wings. And now push down through all 10 fingers to lift yourself up. Exhale, lower back down. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, loop your shoulders back. Spread across your collarbones as you come up. Exhale, lower back down. Well, 1 more time, loop your shoulder blades back. Lift your heart and your chest. Exhale to lower. Flex your feet, press into your hands and your knees. Push back through child's pose and now find downward facing dog. Hold here, Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, hop or step forward and straighten out your spine. Exhale, fold. Root down through the four corners of your feet. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up and your hands come to your heart center. So let's try that again, but with one breath per movement. So find your Ujjayi breath at the top of your yoga mat, feet hip distance and arms alongside your body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank pose and lower all the way onto your stomach. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hop or step forward, lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down through your feet, reach your arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Building heat, we'll do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step into plank pose, lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, baby cobra as your back bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step forward and lengthen straight away. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, your hands to your heart center. Mountain pose. Good. Take your big toes to touch. Bend deep into your knees and bring your hands to your heart center. Rotate your torso to the right and take your left elbow across your right thigh as you push into your left hand with your right hand. Could you even gaze up? Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Pull back through center, elongate your spine, and rotate in the opposite direction. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Come back through neutral, stretch your arms up, and now exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Stay with me on the breath. Exhale, plant your palms, step into plank pose, lower just halfway. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale, back downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, stay on the back of the ball of your left foot and reach both arms up, warrior lunge. Exhale, plant your palms back down on the floor, step back, plank pose, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, rise up into your warrior lunge. Exhale, plant your palms back on the floor, step back to plank, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. You have 5 breaths here. 5 breaths. Feel the heat starting to really brew in your body. And this happens when we get into these faster paced flow classes that are deeply integrated with breath. Bend into both knees, look forward, step forward, pick up your spine halfway, and then fold again. Come into your chair pose, Utkatasana, and find stillness in standing, mountain pose. Catch your breath here, maybe take a sip of water. From the top of your mat, we'll do that again. 1 breath per movement. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank pose, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, warrior lunge, one big movement up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank pose, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to come into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, rise and reach up. Exhale, release your palms to the floor, step back, flow through your vinyasa. The inhale picks your spine back up. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. 5 breaths here. Come to downward facing dog if you're not already here. Step your right foot between your hands, stand the ball of your back foot. Inhale, reach both arms up, warrior lunge. Straight away, exhale into warrior 2. Turn your left foot parallel with the back of your yoga mat. And gaze over your right middle fingers. Ujjayi breath, 5 breaths. Sink deeper into your front knee. Press deeper through the outside edge of your back foot. As you take your right elbow onto your right thigh, and either take your left hand to your left hip or stretch your left arm up alongside your left ear. Your tongue is at the back of your 2 front teeth. Your breath is the engine that keeps you focused and present in the shapes. Push through your feet. Inhale, stretch your arms and your legs back to straight. And now reach your right fingers forward and release your right fingers down to your right shin as that left arm either takes to your hip or extends up overhead. Draw your left hip under. You can feel your belly and your pelvis pull in. Breathe here. 5 deep Ujjayi victorious breaths. Press down through your feet, rise back up. Take your left foot and step it halfway up your yoga mat. Separate your feet nice and wide here, almost mat distance apart, and turn your pelvis to face forward. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Now lower your fingers towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, you might start to rotate towards the right. Take your left hand to the outside edge of your right foot. Your right hand can come to your hip or stretch up towards the sky. You're in a revolved triangle pose. So your feet are wide, that's it. Walk those left hands to the outside of your right foot. You can bend your right knee as much as you need to. Take one more breath here. Now lower your right hand down to the upper right corner of your yoga mat. Bend into your right knee and lift up your left leg. Turn your pelvis to face the left side of your yoga mat. Take your left hand to your hip. Flex your standing foot, or maybe stretch your left arm up to the sky. If you feel really super steady here, you can walk those right fingertips off the floor and bring them towards your heart. Breathing your Ujjayi breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Listen carefully. On 1, can you bend into your right knee, bend into your left knee, come all the way up to standing, but your left leg is still lifted. Your left leg is still lifted. And if you wobble, you can just come back here. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Take a giant breath in. And now exhale, lower that left foot to the floor, step to the top of your yoga mat. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. This time, lower all the way onto your tummy. Turn onto the tops of your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back. Plug your shoulder blades in. Inhale, pick it all up. Think about drawing your pinky side of your toes down towards the floor. Lift your heels higher. Lift your heart away from the earth and breathe. Gently settle your left cheek onto the floor. Close your eyes, rock your hips, feel here. And now place your palms alongside your body. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Root through your right foot, step your left foot forward, rise up. Here's your warrior lunge. Open towards the right now, warrior two. Look right over your left middle fingers, 5 breaths here. Really, really strong through your legs. You're rooting down through your feet, reaching up through the crown of your head. Place your left elbow onto your thigh, your right hand comes to your hip or up alongside your ear. Keep drawing that tailbone down, reaching your right ribs up. Push down through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Straighten through both legs and arms. And then reach your left fingers forward. Slide down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. When you're coming into these shapes, you put so much work into them, right? Your muscles are doing all the work. Your brain is trying to get off of your to-do lists and all your tasks, but not so much work that you're going to strain or cause pain. When you find that balance, take one more breath here. And now inhale, lift up. Step your right foot halfway up your yoga mat. Your feet are wide. Take a minute to readjust. Translate your hips to this nice neutral stance before you fold forward, walking your fingers to the earth beneath your shoulders. This is phase one. You can play here. Tiny little movements in your hips or where you're bearing your weight can really change this shape for you. Or start to walk your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Pull your left hip back, your left ribs come up, and maybe your left hand reaches up. Breathing here with straight or bent leg for 5. And now lower your left fingers down to the floor, restabilize however you need to. Take that right leg up and back. Your right hand comes to your hip. This is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Your left hand can lift up off the floor and rest at your heart center. Breathe here, embrace any wibbles or wobbles. And now the really tricky part is to stay steady on your grounded foot as you re-rotate your pelvis back to neutral. Come forward and bring that back leg up. Bend into that knee and squeeze it towards your chest. There you go. Take your legs down. Shake out your ankles. Shake out your feet. And now from standing, keep your left foot grounded. Take your right foot, plug it in towards your standing leg. Close your eyes if you're feeling quite balanced. Keep them open if you're not. Here's tree pose, 5 breaths. Draw your knee in and start to push that leg back for warrior 3 with your hands bound at heart center. Hold steady here. Return back through neutral. Stamp that foot onto the floor. Find stillness. One hand comes to your heart, one to your tummy. And try that on the other side. So now the opposite foot comes into your leg. You find your hand placement here. 5 breaths. Stabilize in your tree pose. Good. And now draw that knee through center, lean forward, kick your leg all the way back behind you. You're in warrior 3. Your torso becomes parallel with the floor. Kick back behind you. You got it. Beautiful. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Kick back through that heel. And return back through center. Find standing pose, mountain pose. Last flow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose. You can vinyasa or go right to downward dog. And now drop your knees wide on your yoga mat. Sink your hips towards your heels. Find child's pose. Rest here. Shift your body weight forward so you pick yourself up towards all fours, and then swing your left leg forward as you stretch your right leg back for pigeon pose. Lower your torso down, rest your eyes, 5 breaths. Heel yourself out of this stretch. Pull it all the way back into a really slow motion, downward facing dog. And transition to the other side. So now your right leg sweeps forward as the left leg stretches back. Lower down towards the earth. 5 breaths here. Press your hands down into the floor. Lift yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Take one more vinyasa if you still have the energy. And then bend your knees, hop or step forward. Come to lie down on your back. Come to lie down on your back. Take a moment here to just create little circles with your knees. Play with any movements that feel good. You might drift your knees towards the right for a few breaths before drifting them over to the left. And take these final moments just to make any final shapes that feel really nice in your body. And then extend everything out and come down into Shavasana, corpse pose. Turn your palms to face up here in corpse pose. Close your eyes. Please take one really big breath in and breathe in this intention of finding balance. We don't work ourselves to a place of burnout, physically, energetically, emotionally, with our fitness, with our yoga, with our creative pursuits, and with our jobs. Feel that intention drift over your body. Hold here, be here. We have a few minutes to rest, 3 minutes to rest, and I'll pull you out when your Shavasana is complete. Please take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale, stretch both arms up overhead, awakening your body. Exhale, relax. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Roll over onto the right side of your body and press yourself up to a cross-legged seat with your hands at heart center. Good. Take a big breath in here. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Thank you for practicing. Keep practicing. Namaste. Really good. Quick practice. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.